Hello everyone and welcome to the channel. So today we do have a very serious topic to talk about. It has been official that Barcelona will be playing behind closed doors in the game with Mallorca and in the game against Leganes. We are also going to play behind closed doors when we do play against Napoli. So this is very huge news because this is not just happening to FC Barcelona, it's happening to many other teams and many other teams in Europe and in different competitions. So I'm going to divide this into three parts. How is this going to affect us in the financial level, in the health level, and in the sporting level? So we are first going to talk about the financial level. So the tickets will be refunded to all of the fans. Not just that, but they will refund the cost of travel to all the fans. And it has been said by Bartomeu that they will lose a total of 6 million euros by closing the doors in the game between Barcelona versus Napoli. He said this: "We are very sorry that playing behind closed doors will affect the fans and the world of football in general, but we're facing a special situation. Economically, we miss out around 6 million euros, but health is the most important factor here." Now, for a team to lose 6 million euros is okay for a big team like FC Barcelona. But we must remember, this is not just happening for Barcelona, it's also happening for other smaller clubs in different competitions. This could happen for like Leganes or Levante or Espanyol. It can happen to like those level type teams. And losing 6 million euros may not be a lot to FC Barcelona, but it is a lot to the smaller teams. If they do play behind closed doors, they lose a lot of money and that could financially hurt them. Because we have to remember that those type of teams do not get that much money when it comes to TV sponsorships. So this will hurt them. Now I want to speak about the health aspect of things. Levante's Morales did speak out and this is what he said: "The health of players come first. You can't play around with it. Seeing the serious situation we're experiencing in our country, we believe that the radical measures should be adopted to avoid infection." Now look, it's true. Health does come first. You can win all the trophies, you can make all this money, but if it's going to come to a cost where you might affect your health and you might potentially lose your life from it, then it's not going to be worth it. And we also have to remember that when Barcelona do host games like this, like against Mallorca or like Leganes or any other teams, right? There are people coming from around the world coming to visit the Camp Nou. There's people coming from USA, Jamaica, China, India. They're coming from everywhere, and knowing that is extremely dangerous because you're having different types of people physically meeting each other. And it has been said here that the droplets of body fluids such as saliva or mucus from an infected person are dispersed in the air or on surface by coughing or sneezing. These droplets can come into direct contact with other people or can infect those who pick them up by touching infected surfaces and then their face. And then according to scientists, cough and sneezes can travel several feet and stay suspended in the air for up to 10 minutes. So taking that information and knowing that there are people coming from around the world to visit the Camp Nou, I believe we can say that that is a very high risk action to take. We should not even consider bringing all these people together. So I get why these games are going to be held behind closed doors. So now I want to move on to the sporting aspect of this, right? So we know that this will affect other teams on the financial level. It could affect people on the health level. And now what does this say for the club? More specifically, what does this say for FC Barcelona? Let's look at the next three games that we are going to have. So we are going to play against Mallorca, Napoli, and Leganes. And I want to lean more into the Napoli game because I believe that, it's the UCL, it's more important. One game, if you lose, you are out. So I want to speak about that game. Now knowing that there's not going to be no fans in this match, and I did speak about this in my last post, this could either turn out to be Barcelona could look at this as if, okay, we have no fans, there's no pressure. I don't feel as nervous, we can win this game. Or Barcelona can take this as, oh, there's no fans, we have no support, we need that extra support, we need that extra motivation in order to get this win. Barcelona can look at this either way. But remember this, in the first leg, Napoli won and they were backed by their amazing fans. They won because they had very good support. We all seen that game. We know how amazing those fans were. They did take part in that tie. So if we go based off that logic, right, knowing that fans are super important, I believe that Barcelona will have a hard time getting a win against Napoli. So it's going to be very tough and that makes me very nervous because knowing knowing how Barcelona deals with these trials and tribulations, whatever they have to face, they never come out on the winning side. They don't know how to deal with these problems. Now, there has been people trying to find solutions, saying that we should suspend every competition on every level. We can see here that it is official. The Association of Spanish Football calls for suspension of all competitions in Spain. They want authorities to understand that the risk of the coronavirus extends to the players as well, which is true, right? Even if we don't allow fans in these games, the players can still get infected, because at the end of the day, they are still traveling to other places. But if we are going to take that route and we are going to suspend all of the games in every competitions for every team, then what? Like, what's going to happen? Like, since Barcelona is first place, are we going to end it here? Is Barcelona going to be the winners of this league? Like, what's going to happen? What's going to be the end result if we do stop every competition in this season? And people have actually been agreeing with this. Like, people have been saying this is a great idea to suspend, because then it will not affect our results. And La Liga is saying, yes, this is a great idea because it is safer for these players. There's other people saying that we should pause the season, like we should stop playing these games and wait until the coronavirus is gone. But that would not make any sense either. Like, if you keep pushing these games later, we only have 3 months left for the season. So I don't get how that makes any sense. I don't want the season to be paused. You might as well just end it, because then you are going to squish all these games into the next 3 months. And not even that, but we don't even know when this virus is going to end. This virus can continue to spread, and what if it continues to spread until June? Then what? The season is going to be done. So it doesn't make any sense to just push these games back. But look, did the world of football make the correct decision on the short term, which is to play behind doors? Yes, that is the correct decision if we are talking about short term. But what about long term? What are we going to do after that? And I understand that it's going to be a very long time for this decision to be made. Like, it's not going to be made tomorrow, like what's going to happen, because the reason why it's going to take a long time on what we want to do for the rest of this season is because of the fear of the unknown, because we just don't know how dangerous this coronavirus is. Like, could this disease evolve? Could it become stronger? Could it become more dangerous? Could it be transmitted by other people talking to each other? Because it has been said that this coronavirus is new and we just don't know how to deal with it. We don't know how to stop it. We don't know where it's coming from. So all these questions, right? This is something that football in general has to figure out, and this is affecting us on the financial level, on the health level, and in the sporting level. So we're gonna have to see how all of this unfolds. Like Bartomeu said, this is a very special situation. This has never happened before in world football. So again, I don't have the solution for this problem, because I don't even think La Liga or the UEFA or FIFA doesn't even know what to do with this. So now moving on to some more positive topics, we are going to talk about Luis Suarez. It has been confirmed by ESPN that Luis Suarez recovery is going much better than expected. He's able to run and do some exercises with the ball normally. He should be available for selection well before May, and that's some great news. He was expected to work on the ball like by the time we get into May, but he has fast-tracked his progression. He is taking the necessary steps in order to come back as soon as possible. He knows that Barcelona needs him. We have no real striker at the moment. We all know the problem that we have with the club. Griezmann is not able to be that number 9 that we all thought he could be. So Luis Suarez is taking those steps in order to come back, and I'm happy for him. I hope that he does come back as soon as possible, and I wish him a lot of luck as he continues this progression. So thank you guys for watching. That is it for today's Barcelona daily news. Again, I want to thank you guys for watching. If you're new here and you're watching me for the first time, welcome to the channel. I'm happy that you are here, and I'll see you guys in my next video.